I'm one of the political minds about how to wake the people up. I'm more of a, and I'm not trying to parallel myself with these people, but in the modern age of resistance, I'm more of a Sam Adams type. In that I'm out there setting bushfires in the minds of men. I'm out there running a media operation, getting broadsheets out to people. You understand? And so I'm just there trying to wake up as many people as I can to build our numbers while I watch the enemy getting ready to move on us. Wake up, wake up. Come on, the enemy's coming. The enemy's coming. The enemy's coming. I'm up here on the parapet warning the enemy's coming. People are saying, well, soldier, climb down the wall and run out and fight the enemy out there. Hell, we know the enemy's coming. I'm here trying to get and all these people that call for war and bloodshed, you never see them out shooting anybody. You ever notice that? It's kill, kill, war, war, death, death. You need to do it, Alex. You need to go out and do it. Okay, the LA Times is reporting right now H1N1 swine flu has infected an estimated 1 million in the U.S. See, I saw them pre-hyping flu, and I said 2 months before they launched that staged attack, I said, I believe they're going to use flu. And then Baxter Pharmaceutical was involved mixing live weaponized bird flu with regular vaccines, but got caught. That was in Bloomberg. And I said, I see flu as their main attack coming up. And then that's when they announced pandemic, end of the world. I said, this could be it. It could be a hoax or could be a cover story for something down the road for martial law. The troops are on the streets because of the flu. 5 guys have died coming up in the fall. Because if 1 died, they acted like it was the end of the world. What would happen if 5 died? Now they got this fear thing going. 1 million have it, but it isn't hurting us. It's just a no big deal flu. See, this is mind control. And I wanted to read to you from CBS News. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security sent a memo to some health care providers noting procedures to following the swine flu outbreak eventually makes quarantines necessary. DHS Secretary Bridger McGraw circulated the swine flu memo, which was obtained by CBS News. On Monday night, it says the Department of Justice established legal federal authorities pertaining to the implementation of a quarantine and enforcement under approval from HHS. The Surgeon General has the authority to issue quarantines. And it goes on to say forced inoculations and the Executive Order 13375. 13375. And their argument is that you got to take the shots because you'll make other people sick. But if the other idiots have taken it, then they can't get it. But this is in Arkansas. Arkansas State Health Department mandatory vaccines are constitutional, which of course they're not. And Paul goes through with the Supreme Court said blacks weren't humans and stuff like that in the past. There's a lot of other court rulings saying they can't make you take shots. There is no mandatory shot. It's recommended, but they do it through fraud. So here is the news website, former Democrat is what it's called. They sent out vaccines contaminated with H5N1 avian flu is also in the article talking about Baxter Pharmaceutical involved in making the vaccine they're going to force you to take. And this all happened the months before the outbreak. So here he is calling up a government official. We'll play it for this segment and part of the next. Here it is.
Mr. Breck?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hi. I was given your number by Alicia. I had some questions. I left you a message. I think I called Friday. Left you a message, but just that I'd call you back.
Okay.
I'm looking into the vaccination refusal forms.
Yes, sir.
And I'm trying to find out what I've talked to a lawyer, and it seems that that is an application for a waiver. Is that correct? Do you know about these forms?
Well, I don't know that it's an application for a waiver. The waiver will be granted if you just fill it out correctly.
Okay, yeah, but it's basically...
Hit pause.
It's not...
Hit pause. There is no law you've got to take vaccines. It becomes the policy of the state health department, lobbied by the feds. So when you heard Rick Perry said all girls got to take HPV shot that's killing a bunch of them, admittedly, just Google girls killed by Gardasil. He just made it list of recommended. Then the school lies and says it's mandatory. Because, we will grant you the waiver if you fill out the form right. Because they have to. But that's to get a waiver for something there isn't a law for. This is all lawyer tricks, like 501c3 with churches. They didn't have to have that 50 years ago. But they got people tricked into signing them, waiving their rights. Keep rolling it.
to get it
Right.
sent to me. And then the way it reads, if you read it, it says, I then fill it out, and then I send it in
Yes.
as a request for the waiver. And I'm not quite understanding what that is.
I think what
You're saying it will always be.
Well, if you've done it correctly, and if it's done, I'll give you a little history on that.
Sure, if you got time, I'd like to hear it, because
Sure.
I'm getting some feedback that.
Like it's cumbersome or it shouldn't be that difficult. What happened prior to the passage of that law, which I believe went into effect in 2003?
Mm-hmm.
Prior to that, the only exemptions that were available in Arkansas were a religious exemption that was very constricted as far as who it applied to, and you could have a medical exemption. Now, the only people that could get...
Now, are you talking for children?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm talking for adults, too, here.
Well,
I'm not just limited to children.
It didn't matter. I mean, it's for the same.
Yeah, hit pause. It doesn't matter. According to this lawyer, and this is the legal counsel spokesman for the Arkansas State Health Department, all of us have to take whatever shots they say. See, but there's no law. But then he claims and cites eugenics cases for racial hygiene coming up. These special family courts, that's the fraudulent new system of law.